On the bench today.
Paul Brown, welcome to Hoop Talk, the club's,
Thank you, Coach Coulson.
The club's interview session and keeping everybody going during these tough coronavirus times. Do you want to give everybody an introduction to who you are, how old you are, how long you've been playing, and who you play for?
My name's Paul. I'm 37 years old, I think. I hope. I've been playing on and off. Well, almost like 20 odd years, maybe. Started in 95, 94 when I was 12 years old, and had a bit of a break early 2000s. Came back in and out through 2005, 2008, and then came back properly in 2018.
What is it about basketball? Why did you start basketball in the beginning and it keeps drawing you back to the game? What is it about the sport, Paul?
Because I was rubbish at football. No, yeah, it's just a brilliant game. There was lots of us at the time. There was lots of us misfits that weren't really that into football, like Pete, Alec, Alan Gabell, Mark Eldridge, Aled Thomas, John Wells, Michael Jones, Ant Ryan, Luke Jones, Med, all them boys. We just were thereabouts the same age and just got into it then. And especially going up to Penglais, it was all the schools coming together. So it was meeting new kids, and we all just started going to the club then, and we bonded from that.
I'm just going to pick up on a key word that you used here, which is misfits, which just made me chuckle. And you said that, football and other sports might not be for certain people. Do you think that's where basketball fills that gap?
Yeah, definitely. It's everything and more. Whereas football, you're in position, say you're just a defender or a midfielder or an attacker. Whereas basketball, you have to do all those parts. You have to defend, attack, pass to teammates. You have to think of everything all at once.
What, at your age now, you're getting on a bit, Paul, 37. At your age, what do you want out of basketball? You said you came back in 2018 after having a bit of time off.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you want out of basketball now?
Well, to get fit and to improve, but it's the camaraderie with all the people there. There's such a good atmosphere with playing the game, and it's just brilliant like that. There's just a good camaraderie with everyone who plays the game.
And you've been playing for a long time now. So in that time that you've been involved in basketball, what's been your most memorable moment?
One of the most memorable moments was back in the day where we went on a trip to Manchester to watch some live basketball, and we were all on a coach trip, all of us lot, and it was very funny. And my dad actually, who was part of the committee back then, was on the coach trip and made this big announcement and told us, "No boozing, boys, no boozing." Not that we were old enough to do any boozing.
Yeah, I just got to remind everybody that you were about 12 years of age at the time.
Yeah. But he wanted to make sure we weren't going to get hammered or anything like that, but we didn't. But that was a memorable trip. That was really good fun.
You also took part in the Sunny Delight basketball 3-on-3 when they were around back in the day?
I did indeed, yes. Those were very, very fun tournaments. Just putting together your own 3 players and just going at it. It's brilliant.
And 3-on-3 basketball is I was going to say making a huge return. It's absolutely booming at the moment. It's the way forward that they're talking in the game. Commonwealth Games, Olympics, Paralympics. What's your view between 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 basketball?
I think with 3-on-3, there's no let up. You've got to be on it all the time because you've got to be chasing your man. There'll be no zone defense going on. It's got to be man to man, and you've got to be switched on every second of the game you're playing.
And why Aberystwyth Basketball Club? I know it's one of the only clubs in the area. You have to travel a fair way. But what makes you come back week in, week out, and you took a break? What makes you come back? to Aberystwyth Basketball?
Again, the camaraderie with all the guys, and just the fun, absolute joy and fun in playing the game of basketball, especially with you, Coach.
Thanks,
Taught
Paul.
me everything I know.
Gold star there for you. What advice? I mean, there's people out there. There may be young people, older people. You know, we have a walk-in basketball section, wheelchair basketball section. What advice would you give for anybody who looks and says, "Oh, you know what? I wouldn't mind having a go at that." What advice would you give for those people?
Give it a go. Give it a go and enjoy yourself. It is a sport for everyone, and it could take you a bit of time. Just keep going and just enjoy it. It is just a fantastic game.
Great advice. Great advice. Last but not least, I know that you have been watching The Last Dance.
I have indeed.
So I have one last question for you. Who is the GOAT of all time?
Michael Jordan. It's got to be Michael Jordan.
Definitely.
Because he played in an era where you got beaten up. Whereas nowadays, guys, you can get away with driving straight into the hole and not having too much contact or anything, where Michael Jordan used to drive to the hole and get beaten up week in, week out, or day after day, and just still put up the numbers he did. He was just an unbelievable player. While The Last Dance is on now, there was a few films back in the day that got me into it. There's one on YouTube, Michael Jordan Above and Beyond. I remember, I think Peter Alec had it on video, and we used to just watch it over and over and over again.
I've got that one.
You've got that one, brilliant. Another good one, White Men Can't Jump, brilliant film. Above the Rim, and even a cheesy one called Blue Chips with Shaquille O'Neal. That was a classic film as well.
Yeah, the movies
so films
really
like that.
The movies really get you in, and of course, then you had Coach Carter was one of the most famous basketball movies to be released.
Yeah, brilliant film.
What do you think that out of Michael Jordan's videos, do you think is the one thing you could take and give to people? What is it that has made him, put him at the top of the tree?
Just the keep going attitude, the attitude of, you can lose in finals, but you always know I can try again next year and improve and get better, and will your teammates on and bring your teammates up with you whether you're improving or not.
Which is key to the game of basketball. Is it's what you've said all along, that team ethic, that togetherness. Paul Brown, you've been an absolute legend. Thank you very much for your interview, and hopefully we'll see you back on the basketball court soon. Take care, Paul.
Thank you very much, Coach. You take care too. Stay safe. Stay
Bye-bye.
safe, everyone. Bye-bye.